one of the things that we focus our products on is all about how content creators are creating content, right? So we look at the various phases of that, whether it's producing the content, mastering the post-production phase of content, or how they back up and store all that content. So that's an important aspect to it. What we've actually announced here at the show is some new additions to our what we call our Evolution series product family. And the whole idea around this is that we have 2.5-inch base drives that can not only operate as standalone devices via USB, but they also have a SATA interface that goes into a variety of different docking systems. Okay, and those systems can be a single bay dock, and I can point those out to you. It could be a 2-bay Thunderbot dock that we have. That was actually one of our first Thunderbolt products, or it could be something like this. This is our G-Speed Shuttle XL. That's a Thunderbolt 2 enabled solution. It's got 6 3.5-inch drives, and you can see these slots, or bays as we call them, over here on the side. The idea is that these can be used as standalone again, and then they can go into these docking systems that we have. So again, from the various drive technology, we have everything from spinning disks to solid state technology. Now, again, what we kind of are showing, highlighting at the show here is that we're also working very closely with some of the camera manufacturers for camera recording technologies. So Red Camera, you guys are familiar with Red Camera systems? No? Okay. So Red basically makes high-end motion capture. These are used on a lot of television, as well as big feature films. So, as an example, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is being recorded on an 8K Red Camera system. So they have a proprietary media they call a Red Mini Mag. Red Mini Mag basically is solid-state technology. It's in a unique kind of form factor. This is a 1 terabyte version, but they're relatively expensive. This is about $4,000 US dollars just for this little piece of media. So what we actually did is we worked with them because people obviously will have lots of these on productions because they're recording high quality video, but we wanted to simplify the process of coming from the camera into higher capacity, higher performance storage. So we built what we call a Red Mini Mag reader. So the idea is that you can basically go directly from the camera and plug it directly into your storage, and you can offload all that content and footage onto your higher capacity, high performance storage system. So we've also created a CFast version of that as well. So CFast is again another memory type. It's built in here to this camera. Actually, one of my pockets. This is CFast card. This is a 120 gig card. It's high performance, about 500 megabytes per second, so it's really fast for basically what it's capable of doing. Very similar to what Red has done as it relates to being able to store media. We've also have a CFast reader, and then more recently, we've also collaborated with another company called Adamus. And Adamus makes basically on-capture recording devices as well as monitoring tools. And they've also now gotten into this whole concept of HDR, high dynamic range video scientists. And so they make these recording systems that attach to a lot of that higher-end camera systems as well. And so what's kind of unique about them is they actually have, I wouldn't say proprietary, but they have a unique design for their enclosure. They basically just take a 2.5-inch drive and they put it into an enclosure that fits within their product. Okay, so on the back of this here, you'll see that comes out, right? So usually when those get sold, they're sold empty and they don't have any drives, so somebody has to go and purchase those drives. So what we did is we collaborated with them to actually build a version of it that's an Adamus and a G Technology version that comes with the media. And then more importantly, we obviously want to build it into our ecosystem, so we built a reader to accommodate that as well. So one of the things to obviously highlight is that G Technology, we're all about performance, style, and reliability, which are kind of our key brand value props. And you can see a lot of our products are designed to complement systems, right? That all aluminum design. We also take advantage of the faster Thunderbolt, or faster interfaces like USB Type-C, and then Thunderbolt 3 is another component of that as well. So we have about 12 products that actually have Thunderbolt integrated into the actual solution itself. And it ranges anywhere from, again, portable 2.5-inch base drives to, an 8-bay Thunderbolt 2 solution here. This actually comes in a configuration that will give you up to 80 terabytes of total storage capacity. But we also have network-attached storage devices as well. So this is what we call our G-Rack. G-Rack is a high-performance network-attached storage RAID. Basically allows for people to collaborate on all this amazing content that they've captured. What makes this a little unique is that It's got a lot of processing capability inside of it. It uses our 10 terabyte drives, so you can get up to 120 terabytes per unit. So right here is 240 terabytes of total storage in a very small, form factor and footprint. Also, what's great about this is that they have 4 10 gig network connections, and so it's a high performance connection to be able to move the data around quickly. But in a lot of those cases, 10 gig network is not built into computer systems. As an example, this Alienware system over here, it's just got a gigabit network connection, but it's got Thunderbolt, right? So Thunderbolt allows you to take, Thunderbolt allows you to take advantage of that networking capability here through Thunderbolt expansion chassis. So this is actually a prototype, which I'll talk to you about here in a second, but there's a variety of different manufacturers from Addo or Promise make a thing called Samlink that provides Thunderbolt to a fast, high-performance 10 gig network connection, right? So this is basically here at IBC, we actually announced our support in the European market with the GRAC 12. This has been something that has been shipping in the United States probably for the last 4 months. So again, the whole concept around this is just really high-performance network storage for people to be able to collaborate on. And then finally, what we're showing here, I'm just talking to Eileen about this when I saw you, about a month ago now?
Yeah.
Is we've done a lot of development, obviously, with Thunderbolt in our portfolio of products, everything from Thunderbolt first generation to Thunderbolt 2. Now we've basically are doing our Thunderbolt 3 solution. And so this is actually still a product that's in the development stages, but we're taking basically Thunderbolt connectivity. In this case right now, the only Thunderbolt 3 solutions out there in the market are all Windows-based. We're still waiting to see what Apple will do and when they'll do it. But the concept around here is that this becomes a media ingest station. So the EV series ecosystem that I was talking about, these drives that you have available, basically the idea is that you can put these inside of this media ingest dock, and then you can offload very quickly to network storage, because this has a 10 gig network card, or it also has an internal flash drive inside of it, so you can actually do some processing of all that data before it actually goes to a longer term storage area. Basically what we're showing is that we have these being sources of data. So this is a solid state drive, this is a solid state drive capable of doing 500 megabytes each, right? So that's 1,000 megabytes. This also has the network connection on the back of it, which is about 900 megabytes. So if you do the math, that's almost 2,000 megabytes per second. And then we have an internal flash drive. So again, as an aggregate, we're able to show the full performance over the Thunderbolt 3 interface.
So it means that you don't need to have your high-speed networking port in the laptop itself, because you can just get it off from there.
That's right, yeah. So that one connection is providing all of this other capability and access. To add on to that, we obviously have dual Thunderbolt 3 ports on the back, so that you can daisy chain additional devices. And then we also have a display port as well, so you can actually hook up a monitor. So you can imagine back in your office or in your studio, this can basically be your ingest station with a monitor and just one connection that goes to your laptop. So that's the whole idea. And that's it.